Even the Kremlin supporters are beginning to admit the obvious. The war with Ukraine is pointless. There is apathy, disappointment, and fatigue in the Russian trenches. The propagandists can no longer hide the state of Putin's army. Russian Z blogger Maxim Kalashnikov, having returned from a business trip to the border with the Sumy region of Ukraine, published a revealing confession. Soldiers fighting on the front lines do not see the point in the ongoing war. He wrote about this in his Telegram channel, publishing an emotional message that has already gone viral. War fatigue is extreme. Even battle heroes believe that strategically nothing will change in principle, and it is time to end the mass slaughter of people on both sides. Kalashnikov wrote, "These words sound especially loud against the backdrop of constant reports from Putin's official propaganda about heroic offensives and new victories." However, even war correspondents loyal to the regime admit that the situation at the front has reached a dead end. There is no decisive advance. The losses are enormous, and exhaustion and skepticism reign in the mood of the military themselves. Kalashnikov reports that the fighting continues, in particular for the village of Tyotkino, but he admits there is no isolation of the combat zone. The situation is chaotic and uncontrollable despite the shelling and airstrikes. This is not an army strategy, but a meat grinder for the sake of statistics. Against this background, he also mentions the soap opera surrounding the peace negotiations, hinting at their fictitiousness and futility. The psychological situation in the Russian army, judging by this message, is critical. Even loyal bloggers are starting to talk about the senselessness and the need to stop the slaughter. This is a signal that reflects a deep internal crisis, not only on the front lines, but also in the minds of those who recently enthusiastically supported the war.
Azot chemical plant in Russia's Tula region has completely suspended its operations following Ukrainian drone attack on May 24. The factory produces fertilizers as well as nitric acid that is used in the production of explosives. Local Telegram channels reported that the drones hit the enterprise in the morning, causing a low-pressure natural gas pipeline in Workshop 4 to catch fire. Two 750-ton nitric acid tanks were also damaged as a result of the attack. Nitric acid leaked from one of them onto the ground. The plant completely stopped operating on the day of the attack. It is unknown whether it has resumed operations presently. The governor of the Tula region previously reported that the Ukrainian UAV attack damaged acid tanks in the enterprise. ASTRA Telegram reported, citing information from local residents, that the ammonia 2, urea 2, and workshop 5A were struck. However, the governor of the Tula region Dmitry Milyev wrote that no excess of harmful substances in the air was recorded. 3 plant workers were reportedly injured as a result of the incident. Novomoskovsk joint stock company Azot is one of the largest domestic producer of ammonia and nitrogen fertilizers, and among leaders in the industry. The enterprise produces mineral fertilizers, ammonia, organic plastics and resins, chlorine, caustic soda, calcium chloride, concentrated and high-purity nitric acid, argon, and methanol. Nitric acid is known to be actively used in the production of explosives. It is one of the key components in the chemistry of explosives. Since 2002, NAK Azot has been part of the Eurochem holding. It should be noted that ASTRA Telegram channel reported on April 5 that a ton of nitric acid was spilled as a result of a drone attack on the explosives plant of JSC Promsynthese in Russia's Samara region. Explosions thundered in the Russian city of Yelabuga in Tatarstan on Sunday evening, May 25. As stated by the head of the Center for Countering Disinformation under the National Security and Defense Council, Andrei Kovalenko, drones attacked a factory producing Shahid-type drones, which the Russians use to attack Ukraine every day. In addition, a chemical plant in the Ivanovo region of the Russian Federation came under attack. Despite the enemy's attacks, unknown drones attacked Yelabuga in the Russian Federation, where shahids are produced, as well as a chemical plant in the Ivanova region, which creates components for Russian equipment and weapons, including missiles, Kovalenko wrote on Telegram. It should be noted that the city of Yelabuga lies on the right bank of the Kama River, 1,200 kilometers from Ukraine. As reported by the Russian Telegram channel Astra, explosions thundered in Kinishma, Ivanova region. According to local residents, the Dmitrievsky chemical plant was attacked. The Ivanova region operational headquarters confirmed the UAV attack in Kinishma and announced that it had been repelled. A UAV wreckage was recorded in the industrial zone. According to preliminary information, there are no casualties. An outbuilding for storing packaging was damaged. Special services are working at the site of the wreckage, the report says. In Tula, eyewitnesses reported explosions in places where factories are located. Drones also attacked Alexin and Novomoskovsk. There and in a number of districts of Tula, after the arrival of good drones, the electricity went out. On the internet, they publish a video, as it is said, of an attack on the SPLAV defense plant. However, the relevance of the video has not yet been confirmed. SPLAV produces rocket launchers, anti-aircraft missiles, heavy flamethrower systems and ammunition for them. Earlier this month, the plant was attacked twice. The Russian Ministry of Defense reported that 96 Ukrainian drones were intercepted and shot down overnight over Russian territory in the Bryansk, Belgorod, Kursk, Tula, Oryol, Kaluga, Ivanova, Ryazan, Vladimir, Yaroslavl regions, as well as in the Moscow region and in the Republic of Tatarstan.
Бать, пошел вниз. Ебать. Блядь. Ничего себе. Вот это перелет.
Ебать.
Вот они по заводу уже хуйня.
По заводу, блядь. Блядь, я как на работу идти завтра, блядь.
Ебать. Ебать.
По нам сейчас не поют.
Ебать, что за хуйня? Ебать. Ебать.
По нам сейчас не